This is a change of life. This is what you call your counter revolution. That's right. There once was a man named Trump. He came on a great white horse. That white horse was reinforced. They say we're all a bunch of fascists and right wing, you see. Maybe there's something to that, 'cause I've always liked the right, I. Smithsonian walking tour. It's going to change, my friends. You're trying to vilify our past. That America was built on slavery. No. Well, a little bit built on slavery. Okay, but that's the whole thing. And every time we have guys with our Washington, Jefferson, and all those guys, they had slaves. Well, that was the times. Everybody had a slave. And some people treat their slaves nice, and some they didn't treat their slaves good at all. Yeah, well, we're terrible to their slaves. But everybody, that's like going back in Roman times and saying, well, look at everybody has a slave. They must be rich jerks. Well, let me tell you something. That's not right. That's character title assassination. And now Trump is going to change all that. It's not going to be an anti-American Marxist cavalcade of anti-Americanism. No, no. It's going to be for America as the best country in the world. At the time, America has always been the best country in the world. You know, it's exceptionalism, you bastards. Who compares to us? Nobody. Nobody. And in case you're saying that we're a bunch of prejudiced people, then why, and prejudice against black people, then why are all our on our commercials the spokesman black? Must be we trust you. Yes. We think you have very authoritative voices. You do have deep voices. Yeah, you talk deep. It's all that testosterone in your systems. Kim slays to this is the mother. She was depressed. Her husband was gonna die and she said, I will be really depressed if he dies and I have to kill him. Not him die of natural causes, but okay, that's a little wackadoo, but not that wackadoo. She couldn't live without him. He's gonna die in pain. Okay, well, why kill the kid? No, because you're a wackadoo. You're a wackadoo lady. Oh, wackadoo ladies. We have to watch about more wackadoo. There's more wackadoo ladies in the world, and especially on the left. They put prongs through their faces. Oh, they keep on saying, we had this girl who had good genes. I forget her name. She was a Republican, and she said, I have good genes. It was a play on words. But they called her a Nazi. These bunch of commie bastards. Now, some of these things you wouldn't, and she had superior genes, and her boobs were real. But and she's a Republican. They tried to cancel her, and it didn't work. It didn't work because I'm proud of my genes, such as they are. They're not perfect genes, they're imperfect genes, but her genes are really perfect. Well, anyway, some of these women who are screaming like a banshee, they actually had good genes aesthetically, but they had put prongs to their face, which showed that they didn't have good genes psychologically, if you know what I mean. They were crazy as a hog a bad person. How to fix DC? Put the army in, you see. Ah, Trumpy, he's taking over the country, Trumpy. Send in the Marines, send in the soldiers. We're at war with the left, can't you see? Oh, Trump, if I had my way, you'd do another uh, uh, he would be Trumpy until he was as far gone as Biden, but he won't do that. He'll just work as the soul of the party once he is this one ends and JD Van takes over the firebrand. Yes. Yeah, and you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna stop the Cali kidnap bill. You know what they're doing? Y'all know what they're doing? They're castrating children. Yeah, they're fixing them so they can't have babies no more. And that's all the fanatics of the gender reality, which is a mental illness, by the way, that's being endorsed by the government because a lot of doctors want to make money. by making these people be in guard, they have to use the drugs for the rest of their lives. It's not going to work. You know, God's not on your side. You're going against nature itself. Perfectly good body, and you mutilate it and castrate it and sterilize it because of some crazy, crazy belief system that's based in insanity. And they're very violent, incredibly violent. You just had one of them murder a whole bunch of Catholics while they were praying. The transgender movement is one of the most violent in history. It goes against God, it goes against nature, it goes against basic humanity, basic culture. Woke health, and if they win, there will be a woke hellscape, a constantly uh, situation in which the city would never balance, in which you have an opposite. You don't have superiors rising to the top. You have people woke fighting for the inferior. Who is the most suppressed? It won't work, my friends. The day the God of wrath is he upon me, and he will take care of you all. Defend the homeless, defund the homeless, defund the system that is wants homeless people out in the streets. Clear them out, clear them out. Those who are mentally ill, put them in institutions and don't let them out. Those who are on drugs, put them in camps and they have no access to drugs. And those who are just criminals and Antifa, put them in a gulag. That's what should be done. No more Mr. Nice Guy for Mr. Trump. He's going to war. He's going to war. He's going to war. Am I right? Yeah, he's Bolton, who that traitor is being taken care of. The rogue judges, and these rogue judges who are going against Trump and trying to block the getting rid of all these illegals. No, that we're going to do is we're going to put you in jail. You got no army to back you up. There'll be constitutional crisis. This is war. And in war, everything goes. Yeah. Let's see. Canada giving trade peace a chance. Yeah, Canada's backing down the Marxist little. They want to go to war with us, Canada? You want a rematch? A War of 1812, you bastards. You bastards. Oh. Mhm. Let's see. Let's see what we do here. Man, oh yeah. Man, good word. This is apparently Trump had nothing to do with anything going on underage gals. That was all Clinton and company and left wingers. Because let's face it, Democrats tend to be more perverted than Republicans. I'm sure there were a bunch of rich Republicans involved and some medium people involved in the great uh, pedophile ring, but those are mostly Satanists. Yeah, Trump didn't go out with underage girls. Never did, never would. 18 and up. That's Mr. Trumpy Trump. Death of the expert. They destroyed this country by putting us in the testing out the waters of how far they could press their one world government. The pandemic was only affect the very elderly and sickly and fat. Meet people like that, not the regular people. They should have never done what they did. The kids it wouldn't affect, then it wouldn't affect um, the average person. This is fact. It was not the Black Plague. It was more a white plague. A businessman is going to bring back Hooters. Of course, he's going to modify it. He's not going to have the cleavage showing and the cookies showing. But really, is that yeah, Hooters? Hooters, Hooters now, Hooters forever. Hooters going on the blitz. What we got to do is wage economic war and maybe war. maybe war. But go for the air support. And knock out, you can meet with the Ukrainians if they had air support. And if Putin wants to go to war, and maybe we risk a whole atomic war, okay. I'm willing to risk everything in order to stop Putin. I hate for a Christian like Putin, you know, because the real battle is against crazy Marxists, not Mr. Christian Putin. Is he a Marxist? I don't think he's. He's more a gangster than anything else. And we have to stop the invasion of Europe by extreme Muslims, or fanatical Muslims, or a twisted concept of intolerant Muslims. They think because we show a little cleavage, our ladies, that they're open to be stabbed. They want to stab us. We have a second Muslim invasion. It's time that Christendom united against these bastards. Black mark on that. Black mark. What's that? It's the black mark. Ah, black mark on the wire man. Ah, the commie. He claimed to be a black man and an Asian man, so he could get into college for free. He had affirmative action, and he was not that way. He came from rich parents. He's a commie who's running for mayor. And now our Mayor Adams is calling for Good Samaritans. But what was he want Good Samaritans who just want to look at their phones while somebody gets beat down or stabbed? But we Mayor Adams a little too late in the day. And you punished and let that guy get punished that has saved that carload of women by killing by mistake a psychotic criminal homeless man who thought he was Michael Jackson. That's right. Birthday, yeah, he managed to have the most corrupt Adams in history. In history, the most corrupt system of government, where the police were being paid off, the uh, the fire department was being paid off, the schools were being paid off. Everybody's getting paid off. He's getting paid off. Mr. Adams, what are you doing? You're really screwed. And then he had somebody with a bag of potato chips trying to buy, uh, bribe a person, a reporter. Not as in not dietetic, it's crude. You know, that's not how you bribe people. So Kilmore, the guy who in MS-13, he's free now. The good husband who beats his wife and serves, they have him actually dead to rights, getting illegals in there. Yeah, bastards. Do I have some more? Okay, I think yeah, I think we did everything. Gates of hell for Gaza. No army in the world has ever been so humane as the Israeli army. Chosen people who chosen to fight, but one hand to hide behind their back. And now Gaza has to be rooted out, and all the Palestinians there thrown out. You can't have a country that's may have that many murderous people in front of you. And the Palestinians, they hate the Jews. They want to destroy the Jews. There can be no two-state. They have to genetically find out who's a Palestinian and don't let them in. And give them psychological things. They're not allowed to kill Jews with impunity. That land is Jewish. It's a little bit of a world that they want to have. Water pilot, you know. And we got robot cars. Try us through a robot car. And have robots running in the whole time down the road. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Mhm. Mine eyes have seen the coming of the Trump. He's gonna bumpity, 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 bumpity every left-wing slut. He's a man after my own heart. He's trumpety, trumpety, Trump. His truth is marching on. Glory, glory, down, Trump. Glory, glory, down, trumpety, dumpety, dum. Glory, glory, Donald Trump. Your truth is marching on. Oh, everybody! Glory, glory, Donald Trump.